Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubbies look for their 7th straight victory next. Jorge Lopez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. At the plate, J.D. Davis. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. The 1-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Lutz ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Now at the plate, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
King Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they hold a 5. Striding in, Antonio Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground this time. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop moves over, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They can't chip into that 5. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Pulled toward right center field. Bishop is in pursuit. And that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 12, Clifford Henderson.
Now at the plate, King. Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. To his right, Carmona. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. De La Rosa, a runner at second with 1 away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
On the bag, pick it up, pick it up.
Down to third. Reined in. There's one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Antonio Diaz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Bishop on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Matt Olson coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Solo shot to right center as they believe it. It's 6-6 now.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be...
Striding in once again, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Now the 1-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-6 the final score tonight. Chicago came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Tommy Rocha claims the win out of the pen, his first. Johnny Hager earns the save out of the bullpen, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac. Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Robert Gonzalez, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 5 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. Now in the box, Antonio Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Antonio Diaz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Horton shading to his right, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So in now for Chicago, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
This is skied into short left center. Samuels over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Matt Olson. He topped out in his first trip. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
2-2-2.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Nope.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well. And after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at. So you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit. So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
And he'll dive back in. A bullet to first base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Comes set with the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Diaz is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Bishop ranging back at the track. 2 runs are in. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the 3rd.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, D. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead.
Ready for another shot now, Ed Skaggs. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll look at the next Cub up, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
King Bishop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Brewers have the lead as we near the end of this one, but both of these clubs have shown that they stand on relatively equal footing. It'll be interesting to see how this division shakes out as we get deeper into the season.
Yeah, you know what, Matty? There really isn't much between these first 3 teams in this division. And D-Row, there's a lot of baseball left to be played. I think if you're in the lead, you're in 2nd or 3rd, you still got a big shot to make the postseason.
Oh, yeah, Dan, there's way too much time left in this season to even be worried about this. You just want to go out and show that you can execute and play good brand of baseball.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 3. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready once again, Alexis De La Rosa. Now the payoff pitch home. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bishop sprinting after it.
Relay,
1 out.
No runner. Cut hold.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. The Giants have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after. Evan Rankin will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Into the bleachers and gone.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is the guy that takes the first pitch.
Now to the plate, King. Bishop. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Bishop.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The Giants have struggled to build momentum for most of the year so far, but they've certainly been firing on all cylinders of late. Guys, what allows things to start clicking for a team like this all of a sudden?
Yeah, Matty B, no doubt about it. Starting pitching is where the momentum is built. This lineup has the chance to pass the baton and get guys on base, but the way they're throwing the ball on the mound, they're giving themselves every opportunity to allow the offense to score a few runs.
3-1 the count now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debo, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Batting fourth.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Into the box now, Clint Frazier. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Clint Frazier.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Bishop. He's got it one away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanders.
So in now for San Francisco, Miguel Chacin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High and deep to right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get in there safely.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up, ball one. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Next to bat for the Giants, Clint Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Giants lead it 1-0. Digging in once again, King Bishop. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
King Bishop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. On its way is pitch number 75. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is digging in now. Fernando Machado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Williams. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in, Roger Encarnacion. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and deep to left center field. De La Rosa going back. Still ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Giants move out ahead. It's 2-1.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Bishop. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. At the plate, King, Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that's... You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the... Lucas Giolito gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Bishop is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And here's how the visiting San Francisco. At the plate, King, Bishop. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Pitch on the way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Right fielder.
Up next will be Nick Williams, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And a dive, but he's back. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nigel Johnson.
Nigel Johnson.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bishop is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home. Now batting, King Bishop. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
King Bishop.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
3-0 to him now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Broken bat as this ball hit on the ground. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first. And that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Striding in, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Come on!
And right here on the bat. On the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird. Digging in, Tim Anderson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And there's out number 2. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Dan Vogelbach. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Bishop giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. To the bottom of. Digging in, Clint Frazier. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Clint Frazier.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop is under it. He's got it 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one. Into the box, King. Bishop. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Bishop leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Right to him. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back for more from the north side after this. Ready once again, King. Bishop. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So stepping in and ready for another shot, Breivik Valera. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. There are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you can tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch, and the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Lucas Giolito earns his 5th winner of the Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show. Blake Snell is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Blake Snell, big power arm. He has yet to put it all together, but I really like this guy. Good fastball with late life, as they say in the pitching business. Good overhand curveball. His changeup's getting better all the time. If he brings his A game, he could shut any team down.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
2-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging.
Digging in the switch hitter, Breivik Valera. His solo shot accounted for their only score of the ball game a night ago. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Ripped toward the gap in right. Running hard. He's digging for second.
Cut it, hold.
And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you see there, he's currently striding in once again. Clint Frazier looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Bishop is in pursuit. 2 down. Digging in to try it again. King Bishop. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I have no problem with that pitch right there. He was definitely getting confident in the box. He had just gone deep his previous at-bat. Maybe he started leaning out over the plate a little bit too much.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors. Digging in once again, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 3-0. It's the outside corner, strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. J.D. Davis the next to bat. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Denson is there, and that ends the inning. So they do. So in now for San Francisco, Tim Anderson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Bishop, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They trail here 4-0. King Bishop will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's set, and the pitch. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. Throw comes into 3rd now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The first with it is Wheeler, and the runner back safely. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Denson has a beat on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from 3rd tags up. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Ready for another chance? J.D. Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
All right, hold on right here.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a...
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-0, the final shutout score today. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell earns his 5th winner of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching.